Today, we're diving into something pretty wild called AI vibe trading. It's this idea of taking a trader's gut feeling and pairing it with some seriously powerful artificial intelligence. The goal? To get rid of the single biggest thing that trips up most traders: raw, unfiltered human emotion. So let's see how it's supposed to work. This quote just nails it. It's the core problem this whole tech is trying to solve. In the world of trading, your biggest enemy isn't always the market. It's you. It's your own emotions. So the real question is, how do you hold on to a real statistical advantage when things get chaotic and fear and greed start whispering in your ear?
And that question leads us directly to a psychological trap that, let's be honest, every single trader has fallen into at some point, whether you're a total beginner or a seasoned pro.
We're talking about revenge trading. Oh man, you know this feeling. You take a loss, you get mad, and your first impulse is to jump right back in, probably with a bigger, way riskier trade, just to get your money back from the market. We all know how that usually ends, right? It's the start of a brutal downward spiral. So look at this. On the left, you've got all those classic emotional mistakes. And on the right, you have the proposed tech solution. So instead of revenge trading out of anger, the system forces a statistical check. Instead of just hoping and averaging down on a losing trade, it gives you precise entry and exit points. The whole idea is simple. Swap out that emotional gut reaction for a cold, hard mathematical edge. So how did a technology like this even come to be? Well, the funny thing is, it wasn't some grand master plan. The whole thing was actually born from a crisis. It was a complete accident. Okay, so picture this. It's early 2024, and the Federal Reserve does something unexpected that just wrecks a bunch of existing trading algorithms. So this team launches a new project, TGT-4, to build a better AI. To show off what it could do, they built a little visual demo for their clients. But then, the craziest thing happened. The clients started using the demo to actually place trades, and they started reporting these insane success rates. After tweaking it, some live tests were supposedly hitting a 99% success rate. And that's when they realized this demo is the product, and Price on Rails was born. And this quote just captures that lightning in a bottle moment perfectly. The tool they built just to show off their AI's brain ended up being the most powerful thing they had, a total classic happy accident. So this brings us to the core of it. What in the world does it actually mean to trade on vibes with an AI? The whole concept is really a partnership. You, the human, provide the big picture intuition, the vibe. You might say, you know what, I'm feeling bullish on tech today. You just give that simple direction, and then the AI agent takes over. It does the heavy lifting, crunching millions of data points, figuring out the perfect timing, and managing all the nitty-gritty details. So here's how they claim it works, broken down into 4 steps. First, you just give the general direction. Second, the AI goes to work, scanning all the data to find a really high probability moment. Now, here's the really wild part. The AI literally draws what it thinks the price is going to do for the next 5 bars, right on your screen. And from there, it just takes over, managing the entry, the exit, the risk, the whole shebang. Of course, all of that sounds amazing. But with any trading system, it all comes down to the performance, right? The proof is in the numbers. So let's take a look at the data they've shared. The big headline number they're claiming is an average win rate of 78%. And that's not just in perfect markets. They say that's across all market conditions, supposedly verified by real user accounts. And they're not just pulling that number out of thin air. You can see on this chart, which is from their own documentation, the win rates from a bunch of different trading sessions. A lot of us bars are pushing way past 70, even 80%, and some are even higher. So to put that 78% figure into some real context, they offer this comparison. They say a pretty average trading system might win about 55% of the time. A good one, maybe 65%. Their claim is that Price on Rails is way up there at 78%, which, if true, is a huge leap. But this whole thing isn't just about the numbers. There's also a really interesting philosophy behind it, about how humans and AI should actually work together. I absolutely love this analogy from the founder. The goal isn't to replace the trader. It's not some black box you just turn on and pray. The idea is to give you an Iron Man suit. It's a tool that takes your own intuition, your own decisions, and just amplifies them with incredible power. You've got the strategy. The AI provides the firepower and the precision. But ultimately, You are in control.
The transformation they're trying to sell here is pretty dramatic. I mean, think about it. Before, you might be trading blind during a big Fed announcement, just white-knuckling it. After, you're supposedly navigating that chaos with clear AI projections. You go from using old indicators that are always a step behind to seeing an actual forecast of what might happen next. It's a shift from inconsistency and drawdowns to a more systematic, data-backed approach.
So after we look at the problem they're trying to solve, the crazy origin story, and the tech itself, what does it all add up to? Are we getting a little glimpse here into what the future of trading might look like? So let's just do a quick recap of the big points. We've got a tech specifically designed to short-circuit those emotional trading mistakes. It's making some pretty bold claims about high win rates, all based on its ability to predict future price bars. And at its heart, it's all built on this idea of a partnership, an Iron Man suit that makes the human trader better, not obsolete.
And all of this leaves us with one really fascinating question to chew on. This entire system is built on the idea of pairing human intuition with AI precision. But if the AI just keeps getting better and better and better at predicting the market, what happens to the human part of that equation? What's left for our intuition? Something to think about.